Trust by Margaret Lewis. Sharp pain, constant ache, I'll get over it, push through, 1 pill, 2 pill, make it stop, bottle empty. Is it serious? I'm sure it's not. Days turn to weeks, weeks turn to months, hurting. A stranger says it needs a repair. What does he know? Why should I trust the threads of his white sleeved long jacket? He's right. Pain will cease. Take the leap. Okay, I'll do it. Tammy Miller? They're calling my name. It's really happening. Heart pounds, palms sweat. I want to bolt, but my legs don't budge. Stay calm. Deep breath. They shout again. Tammy Miller? Every syllable of my name they pronounce turns in my stomach and rings in my ear. That's you. Speak up. Say something now. Yes. Hi, I'm Tammy Miller. Hi, Tammy. Come on back. Go on. Get up. Follow her back. I slowly stand. Legs tremble, knees weak. I follow the little lady through the big swinging door with an opaque rectangular window. She leads me down a mysterious hall. I walk cautiously, almost as being led through a haunted maze, just waiting for something to leap out at me. We arrive at another door. She turns the metal handle and it creaks open. The automated lights flicker on, revealing a plain, marble-tiled bathroom. Okay, Miss Miller, this is where I have to ask you to strip down of all your clothing and put on this gown, socks, and hairnet. I'll be back in 5 minutes to check on you. The door slams and the lock clicks shut. Heart now racing, ready to jump out of my chest. I stare down at the baby blue outfit. It sits limp, covered in plastic. She wants me to strip? Is this lady some kind of pervert? Do what she said. Just change your clothes. I reach first for the gown and break the plastic package. I begin to undress. Taking off my socks, my feet touch the cold floor. 1 arm, 2 arm. I pull the gown over my shoulder and tie its strings into a bow to the side. My vulnerable, naked body shivers under the thin material. There's a knock. How's everything going in there, Miss Miller? Stuttering at first, I reply back, Fine. I'm fine. The woman waits outside guarding the door. No escape. I know once I open that door, there's no turning back. What am I doing? Why am I here? Everything's going to be fine. Eyes water, stomach churns, shortness of breath, another knock. Miss Miller, are you ready? The voice echoes. I stand frozen. Of course I'm not ready. I'll never be ready. Yes, you are. Open the door. I inhale a deep breath and exhale a loud sigh. Go on. I turn to face the door and clasp my hand around the knob. Push, click. It unlocks. I slowly open it to see a smiling face, failing at its purpose to comfort. The woman appears so young, as if she is a child dressing in a nurse costume for Halloween. All right, just follow me. We're going to prep you. We enter room number 2 and she sits me down on an elevated bed covered with fresh white sheets. I slide onto the recliner and she begins to poke at me. She starts with my right arm, tightly tying an elastic strap around my bicep. Pressure. My hand turns a pale yellow. She proceeds to tap on the back of my hand. I see my vein bubble to the surface, ready to burst out of my skin. Who is this woman? Why is she hurting me? She doesn't know what she's doing. Make her stop. With no warning, she jabs a small needle into the vein. I want to smack her hand away. Resist. She unties the elastic strap and it snaps off. I watch my blood do circles as it shoots up the clear tube connected to my hand. A cool sensation rushes up my arm. I burp a foul taste. She's poisoning me! No, she's there to help. Now done with the right, she moves to the left. She rolls up the left sleeve of my gown to reveal my bare shoulder. Reaching for a box, she pulls out the 2 nylon gloves and snaps them on. She then takes a yellow sponge and begins to paint my arm with a pungent yellow liquid. It dyes my skin a nasty color. She's staining my skin. I want to scream and push her away. Relax, relax. She knows what she's doing. She finally finishes. Miss Miller, we are now ready to take you back and begin. But before we do, I need to have a written consent of a yes or a no on the body part we will be repairing today. Once you write a yes and grant your permission, I will go ahead and inject a relaxant into your IV and take you into the operating room. She places a permanent pen into my hand. I look up, puzzled. 5 more strangers enter my room looking identical. They're professionals. They're doctors. All their faces and expressions are concealed behind the white masks they have strapped on. I pan them, staring from stranger to stranger, looking deep into each pair of eyes. I start from the left, then work to the right, until I hit the last person wearing a long white coat with a name tag that reads Dr. Warren King. His eyes are hazelnut and stare directly back into mine. They glisten and twinkle. He winks at me. A sudden warmth and reassurance falls over me when I look into his eyes. I work the pen into my fingers. I have the power to stop the madness. It's up to you now. My heart sinks into my stomach. Everything is silent. I hold my breath. I stare at the pen, then at my shoulder. Time stops. I hesitate, and then take one last slow look up into the hazelnut eyes of my surgeon doctor. Trust.